quite mouth-watering, this one. And interesting because they are both Mexican fighters. So, you know, there's probably going to be a fight. And it was Duarte versus Madueno for the WBA Continental American Super Lightweight belt. How many more belts? How many more? And Duarte wasn't expecting Madueno. He took the fight on 10 days' notice, but said, I've been preparing for another fight, so actually I'm ready. But Duarte wasn't expecting orthodox. He had trained for a southpaw. So this is interesting, isn't it? And Duarte, I mean, right from the beginning, they stood in front of each other, as you might expect. Duarte had a good go. Starting out with this fight, he had a damn good go. They traded. He tried some wider shots, Madueno. It was on the move. He got some hooks and a straight right. And really, Duarte wasn't throwing enough. The ref, by the way, was mic'd up. And so were the corners. I didn't really enjoy that. I didn't really want to hear that. And the refs and the corners have got to be... I mean, you often hear them when the camera's in, but it was a bit weird. It was resounding around the arena. Anyway, you know you're going to get phone box work, don't you, with two Mexican fighters of this nature? And that's what happened in the third. Madueno got a shot to the jaw in there. Duarte messed with him to the body. However, I thought Madueno had those first few rounds. He threw some big hooks, did Madueno. He was still at it. And Madueno seemed to be making Duarte miss a little. But a left hook from Duarte didn't half make Madueno think a bit. And by the fifth, he was leading him to the ropes, was Duarte, several times. And they traded nicely, but it did seem as though Duarte was just moving through the gears and using his boxing acumen to get him right in front on those ropes. By the sixth, he was pot-shotting him on the ropes. Madueno was still having a go, but in that seventh, he caught what was first, he was on the ropes at first. Duarte had him on the ropes, and Madueno wasn't firing back, really. And then he hit an overhand right, followed by a left, which clipped him, and then he swarmed him, and the ref was right, Mr. Taylor, was right to step in there, because Madueno took some heavy shots to the head and wasn't really firing back. So it was right that it was stopped. It was a really good fight because Madueno came to fight. He came to fight and he came to try and get an underdog win. Madueno won the first 3 rounds, I thought, and then Duarte just started to utilise, I think, his superior boxing acumen to move him round the ring, to move him to the ropes, and that was a problem for Madueno. Didn't have much, and he slowed down. He slowed down because of the punches he shipped, and a good stoppage. And I would have liked to have seen it gone a bit longer. It couldn't have done, of course, but they were really... I mean, Madueno came to fight. He wasn't going to win, I don't think. I think Duarte would have beaten him if it had gone on much longer anyway. But it was a really good fight. And you know, sometimes a firefight is what you want, isn't it? And that was definitely what that was. Ta-ta.